picking something like, wanting to pick something like a Maokai to be that front line, but he's not going to be able to, as the Jace is going to be locked in here. That's what Swords decided to take, and this composition, depending on how Viper is going to be itemizing, could be a pretty devastating poke comp out of Griffin.
Was making his way up, so I think it was kind of crisis averted there for Afrika.
Yeah, well, he took the big Krug, so just being a bit of a jerk. To Tarzan, only had a few little ones there available. As Kiin losing out on a trade a bit, as you can see, Spirit is going to hunt down this Jace.
Oh, no.
Level 6, sorry, All-In is level 6, and Sword's going to flash before realizing that he's just dead. First blood going over to All-In on the top side of the map.
At this point, it will be the Infernal Drake as the big timing comes in.
That's the headbutt pulverized as UCal nowhere to go. He's going to burn down as Mystic's going to pick up that kill. Now they're going to take all these turret plates. Jelly, with his unbreakable will, is going to demonstrate that it is exactly that.
He's trying to rush down the Andrews here after being stopped.
Trouble bubble going to land onto Spirit. Fair bit of damage, but does have the smite onto the big Raptor.
Great timing, though.
Yeah, to keep his health up, but like you were saying, or as I just mentioned, the smite now on cooldown, and that's going to mean that Griffin should be able to take down this Infernal Drake, but can Afrika actually move in and start the team fight that they're looking for? Not if the Trouble Bubble is going to land onto Kiin, who takes so much of his health bar. Sword diving into the backline, but Spirit goes golden and flashes away. Preyseeker doesn't find him as the heroic entrance isn't in the right position. Sword just going to go down to Mystic, though, and it is going to be that 4 versus 4. And there's the Fate's Call as well. Jelly does get a really nice headbutt pole as Viper is still burning down to the Ignite, but that is a really good Justice Punch. It's All-In. Will take down the Nautilus. Tarzan in a lot of trouble. The Ren stack should be pulled out. And there it goes. The double kill comes in for the Galio, and Afrika keep those health bars high and deny the trouble bubbles. As UCal going to get cataclysmed, and there's the equalizer over almost everyone. A flash does have to be used. The exhaust also coming in. And now with UCal in a bit of trouble, summoner spells wise, and UCal as well. He's picked himself up a smite as there's the headbutt pole onto a couple of members. Irove does have the stone plate that he's able to utilize here, as heroic entrance does absolutely nothing. And Griffin just waiting out these spells really nicely. Good patient play. And these shock blasts. As Afrika, they need to get an all-in.
The posturing never ends. It just
Absolutely
never ends here.
And that suits Griffin just fine, right? All they want to do is posture until someone's basically dead.
In their own jungle 1 minute ago. But now they've cleared it all out.
Well, Jelly moving on in. There's the flash headbutt pole onto 3. Sword going to get burnt down by Kiin as well as the harpoons are landing. Mystic does find a kill in the backline. He'll turn onto the Drake as Tarzan's trying to run for the hills. UCal doing the same thing, and as you guys know, he has no summoner spells and no chance to make it out of this one. There's the headbutt, delivers the kill beautifully over to Mystic, and my God, Jelly, what a performance on this. And the cow once again lies in wait. There's the Hex Flash, does find UCal, who's not going to use the cleanse just yet, but there's the heroic entrance. Good night, Little Miss Zoe, as Viper trying to kite this one out. Tarzan going to be going down though, a sword jumping onto Mystic, but he can't get through the lifesteal. As now Viper going to get cataclysmed. The winds of war will rage in the pit and will take him down as Irove just one of my personal favorites. Really enjoyed that as far as the Pierce Brosnan movies. They got a bit crap after that, to be perfectly honest, but that one was a good one. Certainly a fantastic video game, as some of you guys would know. Don't know whether Nintendo 64 is necessarily something that a lot of our viewers have. They don't have very much to get back into a game, right? A poke composition like this, poke and siege comps, are very much finesse-based, and you have to really outplay your opponent if they are ahead of you in almost any way. As you can see Jelly in position, there's another flash headbutt pole, but this time Viper is able to flash out of the way. Fate's Call used at exactly the right time to make sure that the cow does not go off to pasture just yet, and they do eradicate the rift of the first inhibitor turret of the game. Topside relatively easily as Trouble Bubble will land, but Unbreakable Will is going to be available as there's the heroic entrance. The dive on top of Viper, and he's dead. There is nothing that he can do about it. Tarzan is so squishy as well, as Mystic does get the martial pose in, but UCal cannot find any of the Afrika members. Trouble Bubble also searching for something as Sword, thinking about throwing his life away into All-In.
Yeah, maybe the one Ocean Drake.
Yeah, there we go. as now Jelly has been caught out of position. Mystic needs to run over here. There's the heroic entrance. Somehow the cow still lives, and he's going to live for long enough for the rest of the team to turn up. Really good counter engage there coming in from Spirit, and both of the tanky boys are dead on the side of Griffin. That will mean that at least Infernal Soul will be going over to Afrika, because Tarzan and Irove are all Griffin has for any semblance of a front line.
Yep, no smite, and they're going up against a Mystic with full build here at 34 minutes. This is kind of a questionable teleport.
It's an odd one. It's buying space, because now, of course, he does have the Infernal Soul. Does get himself in there, but 1,000 gold going over to the Zoe is exactly what Afrika does not want at this point in time. They're going to get at least
the Infernal Drake up here, as they're looking at Sword now.
Yep, they're going to get the Pulverize. There's the Equalizer. Sword is just straight up dead. He had no right to be there. Solo the Baron.
Yeah. And he can, easily. Like, it's not even going to get
Overshield
close.
is ridiculous.
Yeah, look at that. It's just like, yeah.
Come on, Baron, you can get through the shield, buddy.
Feels like he's gaining more health than he's losing.
He's actually off making a coffee right now. He's not actually at his computer. Oh, there he came back. That was a really... They must have, like, one of the water machines that has, like, permanent boiling water, you know? And makes his instant coffee.
Yeah.
He spent a beeline towards this top side. Spirit, wanted to get that Cataclysm onto Sword. Not going to be able to, as there's an Equalizer. Just thrown into the mid lane. Viper might just die. As there's Righteous Glory out from Jelly. He's looking menacing on this cow, even though he does have the Moo Cow Alistair skin, which is absolutely adorable. Not exactly the most menacing, but having 0 inhibitors, you can feel the menace here if you are a Griffin fan, as there are so many siege minions now moving towards Nexus turrets, and with this Baron empowerment, they are going to make short work of it, as Mystic now diving on in alongside Spirit. There's a heroic entrance, as Sword trying to be a frontline, but that is not his job in this composition. Double Pulverize once again, as the Equalizer's back off cooldown somehow, and now Kiin's just going to light them up. I'm not sure whether he still has full kill participation, but that will definitely be a very, very large number by the end of this game, as they are heading towards 20 kills. He picks up the last one for himself. They're looking to take down Tarzan, and they do. That is going to be the ace and the game for Afrika Freaks.
Awake to my